All right, let's get right into it. Chia seeds. You've seen them everywhere, right? In puddings, smoothies, all over the internet. They're praised as this tiny, all-powerful superfood. But what if I told you the way most of us are eating them is just plain wrong?
So that's the big question we're going to tackle. Are these seeds the real deal, or is there a catch we're all missing? We're about to dive into the science, uncover some hidden dangers you might not know about, and most importantly, show you the simple tricks to actually unlock their true power. First up, let's look at why these little seeds got so famous in the first place. The health claims are, pretty impressive. And it's not just marketing hype, there's some actual solid research behind them.
So, a huge critical review from 2025 looked at a whole bunch of studies and found some really significant benefits. We're talking lower blood pressure, better cholesterol numbers, lower triglycerides, even a smaller waist circumference. And get this, a reduction in C-reactive protein, which is a major red flag for inflammation in your body. So yeah, the science definitely confirms it. The potential here is very, very real.
Okay, but here is where our story takes a really fascinating and kind of unexpected turn. See, you can eat all the chia seeds in the world, but that doesn't mean your body is actually using all those amazing nutrients.
And this is really the heart of the whole thing. You see that nutrition label on the bag? You see the protein, the healthy fats? But what percentage of that is actually making it into your system? The answer is, well, it's pretty shocking. Just look at that number, 11.38%. What on earth could that mean? Well, it represents a massive, massive gap between what's in the seed and what your body actually gets. That's right, an in vitro study, which is basically a simulated human gut in a lab, found that when you eat chia seeds whole, your body can only access and digest about 11% of their protein. The rest of it, the vast majority, just passes right through you, totally locked away inside that tiny seed. And this chart really paints the full picture. I mean, the protein stat is bad enough, but look at the lipids. That's where those amazing omega-3s are hiding. The same study found your body can only digest less than half of 1%. That's almost nothing. The tough outer shell of the seed and that gel it creates form this barrier that our digestive enzymes just can't seem to break through.
I mean, the researchers themselves put it perfectly plainly. You have to process the seeds first. We're talking grinding them up or soaking them really well. If you skip that step, you're missing out on pretty much all the protein and healthy fats that you bought them for in the first place.
And this actually leads us to something even more urgent. It's not just about missing out on nutrients. Eating chia seeds the wrong way can actually pose some serious physical risks.
I want you to look at this incredible transformation. Chia seeds can absorb up to 27 times their weight in liquid. On the left, a tablespoon of dry seeds. On the right, the gloopy gel it becomes. Now, imagine that expansion happening not in a bowl, but inside your esophagus. The Times of India actually reported on a case where a man swallowed a tablespoon of dry seeds and chased it with water. It formed a gel that completely blocked his throat.
Okay, deep breaths. The good news is, avoiding this is super simple. First, always soak your seeds for at least 15 minutes before you eat them. Let them expand in the bowl, not in your body. Second, mix them into other foods like smoothies or yogurt. And third, if you're new to them, start small to see how your stomach handles all that fiber. But the choking hazard isn't the only risk we need to talk about. There's another one that's just starting to get some real attention from doctors. It's not super common, but chia seed allergies are a real and growing concern. A 2023 report found this really surprising and kind of powerful link. They looked at 7 patients with a clear chia seed allergy, and get this, 6 of them were also allergic to sesame. So the big takeaway here is, if you have a sesame allergy, you need to be extra cautious with chia.
And we are not talking about minor reactions either. The symptoms people reported were really severe. Things like shortness of breath, swelling, and even 2 cases of full-on anaphylaxis that needed an EpiPen. It's definitely something to take seriously if you have other food allergies. Okay, let's tackle the big one, weight loss. I think a lot of people start eating chia seeds thinking there's some kind of magic bullet for dropping pounds. But the science? Well, the science shows it's a lot more complicated than that. So, a big systematic review from 2023 looked at a bunch of different trials to get to the bottom of this. And the findings are crystal clear. When people just added chia seeds to their regular diet, they saw little to no weight loss. But, and this is a big but, when people combined chia seeds with a low-calorie diet, that's when they saw significant weight loss. The lesson is simple. Chia seeds can't replace a healthy diet. They can only support one.
So, after going through the incredible promise, the hidden problems, and the serious warnings, what's the final verdict here? How do we take everything we've learned and actually use it?
It really all just boils down to this simple cheat sheet. Do grind or soak your seeds so you can actually get all those goodies. Do pair them with a healthy diet if you're trying to lose weight. Absolutely do not ever eat them dry. And finally, don't ignore a potential allergy, especially if you already know you're allergic to sesame.
So, it turns out chia seeds aren't really a deception, but they definitely come with an instruction manual. They are a genuinely powerful food, but only if you know how to prepare them right and understand what they can and can't do. The real question now is, with all this new info, how are you going to use them?